Hello operators, welcome back. I am Leonidas. This is part 2 of me trying to do 2 fuel cores. I had to scrap the last one. In part 1 you saw that it went mayhem and I had to recover a meltdown and it was wild. So I've kind of restarted everything. I've done the exact same steps that I did in the first video. I've installed all the control rods. The fuel is loaded but not, or it's inserted but not loaded into the core yet, and because I'm trying to figure out what went wrong, I'm about to test 2 things. I'm going to do it right now because there's no point in waiting for this guy to fill up, if the external core to fill up, if it's just gonna blow up on me again. We don't actually need it to test this. So what I did last time was I loaded both fuel cores at the same time. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to do one at a time. What was odd is and I did my scan. I told you I was going to tell you what AO said. Nothing. He didn't have anything other than my core integrity dropped by 2% with 0 wear, which is to kind of be expected. So what I thought was odd was the crane, when it inserted them, they automatically went to 100, and they show 100. This shows 0 for some reason, but they're showing it 100. So I'm going to leave that alone for this test. And actually, you know what? Let's just save it. If you know my history, I can't really do saves, but I'm just going to break one and save it. Good enough. Okay. So I don't have to go through all over again. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to do just one fuel core and see what happens. Nominal mode.
New operating mode established.
And
Nominal mode.
Load. Fireworks? No. No fireworks. Okay, just don't do them at the same time. I think that's the lesson learned here. Load. Maybe. Well, there we go. Alright, back to it again. Panic. Panic. Oh, it only went up to 130 this time, though. That's interesting.
The reactor has reached critical mass.
So, why did it do that? Why did it do that? Okay, well, let's continue testing. So let's put 100 on here for both of those. I don't hear any clicking. I don't know why it would jump to 140 instantly. Steam detected. Yeah. My pressurizer wasn't going, and that was intentional.
Warning.
So it is still
Danger
rising.
alarm.
Okay, well. Okay. So. Okay. Then let's go back and test this. Let's see. Load. Right now, this blank one. And it should take me back to where I just was. And we will see if this goes any less awful. Hopefully none of those load bugs are going to affect us. I guess we'll find out here shortly. Although they weren't unisolated. I hadn't loaded them. I just installed them. So I don't know that it'll be a big problem. But only one way to find out. Man, this load's taking a long time. I could sit here and sing to you. You guys want me to sing? Oh, never mind. Oh, saved by Nucleares. Okay, so now we're gonna try setting the banks to 100. And this should be at 100. They say they're at 100. Let's turn on the camera. On. Let's look at the inside. Inside. And we see rods. Yes? Yes? Everyone sees rods? Yes? Okay. This is why I picked number 4, because it's close to the, we can see it. So, okay. So now we do the thing. And we go, I don't know, let's try No, we're going to repeat the same steps. Never mind. Exit. Okay, load fuel. Right, we've got 4 selected, okay.
Shutdown mode.
Yeah, okay.
New operating mode
I'm all
established.
excited there for a second.
Nominal mode.
Okay, push the button and run over. Oh, and here comes the water. Okay, so it's alive. Okay. Oh, maybe water level does have a thing to do with it. Well, no, because I don't want to break it. I don't want to test too many different things at once. Now I'll go 1. Now I'll go unisolate the bay. We'll load it into the reactor. And we're good. So it is the rods. It is the rods. Okay. Weird. Good to know. All right, I'm gonna finish setting up the as I run my, what do you call this thing? Oh, look at that. As I run my pump dry, cause damage to it. Okay, I'm gonna finish setting all this up. I will get back to you guys shortly. And here we are. Welcome back. It's been a long time for me, not for you guys, but it has for me. Got everything reset back up, all the stuff done, drained, prepared, opened. I picked up where I left off on part 1 of my video, kind of where everything was. So pressurizer just came up, just loaded fuel. Well, we did it. You watched me do it earlier. You can see him there. And now we're going to continue with the checklist. We're going to set primary pump on to 15, where I like it. Maybe. One more.
The reactor core coolant has started to circulate.
We will see primary condenser on and set to 1 because that's just how I roll. Okay, and the vacuum is at 100, so we can turn that off now. Control rods. Okay, I'm not going to go 90. I feel it's a little high. Let's start conservatively with 95. See what happens. Here we go. Okay, we got movement, but it is slow. Well, normally I would do 90. With chemicals, I'd normally do 90. Let's just see what happens. And what's the worst that could happen? It melts down? Nah, come on. Come on. Okay, so it's... Okay. It's cranking. It's going. Boron. I always forget this part. Slow-mo water. Okay.
The reactor has reached critical mass.
Okay.
And its status has changed to reactive.
So it is going up quick. Okay, but not unbearable. Temperature rising. Okay, we should be getting steam now, which we are. That's dropping. Okay. Alright, so we'll continue with the startup. Let's actually go triple speed. Anybody got time for that? Whoa. Okay, we're going to need to slow that down. Yeah, let's do 93. I can just tell you right now, that is climbing. Oh yeah, that's problematic. Let's go back to 95 even. Oh, no, okay, apparently too far. 94. All right, 300. 300 is what I'm aiming for. Nothing, huh? Still cooling. Still cool. Okay. Well, okay, 93. 93 is better. 93 is better. We'll leave it there for now. How are we doing? Almost at 60. This is where we start up, so we're gonna pre-turn that one on so we can grab it. Let that keep going for a second. Still coming up. We are more slowly, which we like. Colors, fun. Okay, Now we go MSCV5. We go pump slow. And request startup from the city. And watch temp here. How are we doing? Nope, slowing down. So we need to. So I'm guessing my boron's starting to catch up now. Let's go take a look where it's at. Reactor's making beautiful noises. Okay, so that's good. We're aiming for 3100 on the boron dosing. Still coming down. Nope, it is cranking back up. Oh, that's going to be a nice spike later. Look at that. Oh, yeah. That is not how I normally do things. That's going to... Xenon's going to love me in a little while. About 7 hours from now. Mark your calendars. Your watches. Your alarms. Whatever. Okay, triple speed. Doesn't seem to be starting any faster, to be honest. Okay, everything else looks normal-ish. We're about at, yep, we're balanced there now. That gauge is still broken. Temperature is rising pretty rapidly, but so we'll actually crank this up a little bit. I assume... Oh, that's lower than way lower than I would have expected. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Pull this to like... That might be too far. How are we doing? Oh yeah, we're getting very close. Let's slow this down. Actually, no, we're going to let it keep going. I guess it's 3,000. I will pull it back. Are we coming up now? Coming up now. Yeah, look at that. No, I'm about to get another jump again, I assume. Pressure, oh, right on the brink of stalling out. Yeah, even our RPMs dropped. So I think we did stall out and we caught it mid-stall. This is too cold. Too cold, too cold, too cold. How are we doing over here? Check, check. Oh, yeah, okay, let's go, like 5. Okay, let that keep going. So now what that's going to do is every minute, our concentration, every game minute, our concentration will kind of sort of jump by 5-ish. The reason it keeps going down is because it's spreading throughout all the pipes, pumps, tanks, not really tanks, but pipes. Right now, eventually it'll stop dropping. That is still rising. It's still a little rapid. Let's go 4. That's still really low. Holy smokes. Are we freezing out again? Yeah, buddy. Let's go... I don't know. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. How are we doing over here? I want to shut the... Okay, so we're getting close to turning that off. Okay. Yes, yes. Good, good. Still moving up toward that 300, which should mean, okay, we're at least at 1,000. Ugh, this is going to take a long time to start up. When are you guys wanting this? 1,400. Oof. Okay, so we're there. So let's bring it back. Let's go 79. How are we doing? Oh, we got all the way up to 6. Yep, that's going to keep climbing. How are we doing? Still climbing. Let's go 81. Okay, stopped climbing as much. What are you doing? Still going up. 83. And now we are coming down. We're pretty close. I'm okay with it. Oh, did I forget this guy? Did we go over 31? But we did. Yep, we did. Stop. Yeah, went over a little bit. That's okay. Close enough. Close enough for government work. Where are we going? Up? Down? What are we doing? Down. Ish. That's fine. Let it sit for a while. Oh man, that's going to take for a long time. Okay. So I will get this. I will leave you guys until, or actually I might leave you, but I'm going to fast forward until I'm synced. And then we will play with the band. Okay, we're now synced up. We came out at about 22, 23. It's been bouncing back and forth, which is a hair higher. I would have expected the pressure to be higher, because I would have assumed that the internal just temperature energy would have been more, that the primary pump would have taken more units of heat, for lack of a better term, down farther here. My rods are inserted much farther than they normally would be. If I was doing a single cell, single fuel cell, I think I come out at 60. I'd have to go back and look. Is it 65, 69, 75? Anyway, it's less than 80. I know that. So there is more potential here, and I'm letting this naturally kind of fall very, very slowly. My boron did finally stop. I was only 5 over. Or 6.49 over, so we ended up okay there, and everything else seems to be normal. So I'm going to try and come down as close to that 10, see how we do, and we're going to step it down. So let's start with our secondary first, and then our MSCV. Oh, I did adjust this down 1 because it was a little too cool, although while where this demands this low, I don't mind keeping the temperature low. Okay, so it still steps. I was going to say 4 megawatts is normally what I step down each change of the MSCV. So that appears to be normal-ish. Yep, still as expected. Okay, our numbers have... This guy, remember, forget these two because they're broken still. Okay, so we got 40-40 there. We're going to go the 5 to 1 ratio. More on this in other videos where I explain that. I have an entire one on the steam generator and condenser and all that, or the MSCV even, where I talk about that in a lot of detail. So this one we stepped down 4 again, as expected. Are we almost at our 30s? We'll wait for that one real quick. Okay, we're there. Yep, and let's... Now this is the tricky one. This one I want to do a little more real. Well, that's a little lower than it normally would have. That's a lot lower than we normally would be. Normally I think it's around 4. No, I guess that is true. Never mind. It's been a while. I've been working on other projects, so I'm a little rusty in remembering what my numbers are. But actually I think that's good because we are. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, here we go. That's the reason why I kept my primary at 15. Because when I drop this down, I risk stalling the turbine because it dips and then comes back, as you'll see here. Gets ever so close to that 2.5, but having that at 15 helps buffer that a little bit. Okay, so we're at 10. 11-ish. So I can adjust the rest of that. Oh, even closer. No, that can't be right. That's going to bounce back up. That's got to bounce back up. Yeah, so we can turn these off. And we should be, no yellow box, we should be within our 10% overage, which we are, apparently. Just barely. But I can bring this down a couple notches. Let's do that. And that's still okay. I'd like it around 300, but that's not the end of the world. And I'm going to go triple speed now. Pressure is much higher than expected. Way higher than expected. Okay. So that's interesting. I would expect this to be in the 30s. It does not like the MSCV that low. Huh. How close are we? Yeah, we're almost spot on. We could probably come down maybe another one. Temperature, how are you doing? Climbing ever so slightly, that's okay. Still holding on, we're doing well. Okay, let's just come down 2 notches to 10. That's where I normally would have it with just 1 fuel core. That should help lower the pressure a little bit. At least we're dipping down on the 40s now. And, okay. So then let's say that it jumped up to, well, so really, just the way that I run my reactor, I don't. Here's my takeaway. I don't see any difference, other than the control rod game. It is much higher, which would mean I would have to filter boron out later. Normally, I keep pulling rods to keep the temperature up until I get down to like 50. Once I hit 50, I start filtering out boron. You can see I already anticipated that by opening up the ion column valves when I was down messing around in the control room, or in the chemical room, excuse me. So, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's see, what's the man gonna do? I think we're at the profile where it should stay at 10, and then it'll start going up. So, okay, well there we are. That's the only difference I notice. Control rods, instead of being down around, I don't know, 75 or 70 or somewhere in the 70s, maybe 60s, were higher. So, okay. But down on this end of the room, everything seems to be normal. Pressure's a bit higher than I would have expected. Temperature's also slightly higher. This guy, I love living on the edge of the red, so he's doing his thing. All these other are fine. This is higher than it would be. That's another thing. That would normally be a little lower. But okay, so there you go. So that's, I'm not going to belabor this anymore. 2 fuel rods we finally figured out. I put in the bug report in the Discord. Come join the Discord if you haven't already. Come say hi, ask questions, tell me what I'm doing wrong, comment on the video if you want. I'm not here for likes or subscribes or anything like that. But I do take suggestions. Again, this video was made because somebody who watches and chats with me on the Discord said, hey, why don't you make a video about this? And guess what? Here it is less than 12 hours later. So anyhow, thanks so much for stopping by. I will see you again soon. I am Leonidas.